Dr. Zixtar's 3 eye stalks twitched in barely contained horror as he reviewed the medical data for the 1000th time. The human specimen, one Dr. Marcus Rivera, sat calmly on the examination platform, casually swinging his legs like this was some sort of social visit rather than a xenobiological emergency. "Let me understand this correctly," Zixtar said, his translator struggling with the sheer disbelief in his voice. "Your species evolved on a planet where the atmosphere contains oxygen?"
Yeah.
Marcus replied, raising an eyebrow. "That's kind of necessary for us to breathe." "Necessary?" The Vrelian doctor's carapace flushed a deep purple. "Oxygen is one of the most corrosive substances in the known galaxy. It literally burns organic tissue at the molecular level. Every species we've encountered treats it as a toxic industrial chemical, and you're telling me you breathe it?" Marcus shrugged. "I mean, we also use it to create energy in our cells. It's called cellular respiration." Zixtar made a sound like a tea kettle having an existential crisis. His assistant, a crystalline quarry named Prism, chimed in with her musical voice. "Doctor, perhaps we should continue with the examination. The human did volunteer for this study." Right, Zixtar muttered, scrolling through his data pad. "Moving on. Mr. Rivera, these readings indicate that approximately 37 trillion microscopic organisms are currently living inside your body. Are you aware that you're hosting what amounts to a full-scale bacterial invasion?" "You mean my microbiome?" Marcus asked. "Yeah, that's normal. We've got bacteria in our gut that help us digest food. They're actually pretty important." "Important?" Zixtar's voice hit a pitch that made the medical equipment vibrate. "You're in a symbiotic relationship with trillions of potential pathogens, and you consider this normal?" "Well, when you put it that way." "And according to these scans," Prism interrupted gently, "your skeletal structure is inside your body? Where else would it be?" Marcus asked, genuinely confused. Zixtar and Prism exchanged glances. "Every civilized species in the galaxy has external protective shells or carapaces," the doctor explained slowly, as if talking to a child. "You're telling me that you wrapped your bones in squishy, vulnerable tissue?" "We call it skin," Marcus said defensively. "It's actually pretty tough." "Tough?" Zixtar pulled up another scan. "Your skin is barely 3 millimeters thick in most places. A Crawlian child could puncture it with their primary manipulator. How do you even survive?" "We heal pretty fast," Marcus offered. "Oh, stars above, don't even get me started on your healing," Zixtar groaned. "I've read the reports from the combat zones. You people can survive having limbs severed, organs punctured, massive blood loss, things that would kill any rational species, and you just keep going. There are documented cases of humans fighting for minutes after sustaining fatal injuries. What kind of insane biology allows for that?" "Adrenaline?" Marcus suggested. "Adrenaline." Zixtar pulled up a chemical analysis. "You have a gland that just dumps a combat stimulant into your bloodstream when you're stressed. This compound would be classified as a military-grade enhancement drug in 47 different stellar nations. And your body just makes it. It helps with the fight-or-flight response," Marcus explained. "Fight. Or flight," Zixtar repeated slowly. "Most species have freeze and hope the predator doesn't notice, or die quickly to minimize suffering. You people chose fight as a survival strategy." Prism's crystalline structure shimmered with what might have been amusement. "Doctor, I believe there's more. Look at the muscular density readings." Zixtar's eye stalks drooped as he examined the data. "Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Rivera, are you aware that your muscle tissue is approximately 40% denser than it should be for a species of your size? We do come from a high-gravity world," Marcus admitted. "High gravity? Your homeworld has 1.2 times the standard galactic baseline. Do you have any idea what that means?" Zixtar was practically vibrating now. You evolved in a gravity well that would be considered a prison planet by most civilizations. The muscle density required just to walk upright in those conditions makes you people biological tanks. I mean, we're not that strong. There are reports of humans casually lifting loads that require industrial equipment for other species. Your soldiers can march for days carrying equipment that outweighs them. You have people who engage in ultramarathons, covering hundreds of kilometers for fun. Zixstar was scrolling frantically now. And here, it says that humans have something called persistence hunting, where you just chase prey until it dies of exhaustion. Well, we're pretty good endurance runners, Marcus said modestly. Endurance? Zixstar looked like he might need medical attention himself. You can maintain cardiovascular activity for hours. Most species can sprint for maybe 30 seconds before needing recovery time. Humans have literally chased animals to death by just not stopping. Prism chimed softly. There's also the matter of their chemical tolerance. According to this data, humans regularly consume known toxins for enjoyment. Don't remind me, Zixstar groaned. Coffee, a powerful stimulant that would cause cardiac arrest in most species. Alcohol, literally poison that damages cellular tissue. Capsaicin, a defensive compound meant to cause pain and deter consumption, and humans seek it out and rate it by intensity. Marcus grinned. I do love a good hot sauce. Hot sauce, Zixstar repeated flatly. You season your food with pain. Adds flavor, Marcus said with a shrug. Zixstar slumped in his hover chair, all three eye stalks drooping in defeat. In my 40 years of xenobiology, I have studied 67 different species. I have seen organisms that breathe methane, species that photosynthesize, even a civilization of sentient fungi. But nothing, has prepared me for humans. So, am I healthy? Marcus asked cheerfully. Healthy. Zixstar laughed, a sound like gravel in a disposal unit. Mr. Rivera, by any rational measure of biology, your species shouldn't exist. You're walking contradictions held together by stubbornness and adrenaline. You're apex predators who decided to become social and civilized. You're fragile and vulnerable and yet somehow nearly indestructible. He paused, his eye stalks focusing on Marcus with something that might have been grudging respect. But yes, Zixstar admitted quietly. You're perfectly healthy. For a human. Which is absolutely terrifying. Marcus hopped off the examination platform with a smile. Thanks, document same time next month. As the human left, Zixstar turned to Prism. Make a note in the file, recommend that humans be classified as a Category 7 biohazard. Not because they're dangerous, but because their very existence violates every principle of sensible biology. Prism's crystalline laughter rang through the medical bay. I'll make a note, Doctor. Though I suspect the Galaxy Senate won't be surprised. No, Zixstar agreed, pulling up the next appointment. No, I suppose they won't be. After all, this was humanity they were talking about. And nothing about humanity ever made sense.